And here former Vice President Dr. Alhaj Muhammad Bawumia edin komo from UK. Now we been komo about Cedi versus dollar rate no. What can some say NDC government nankasa no omu nim hwe about say dollar no the depreciation of the dollar wabeke kansem. Na no mamanfo so asi no so eno na Kwesi Pratt eba bedin komo about this issue. No so want ase why ena say Vice President Bawumia ene say Bawumia obefa dollar from 3 cedis what they call ya could do 17 cedis ene say. In fact, Kwesi Pratt message edema former Vice President Bawumia the dollar and cedi when some obeka say NDC for omuni about dollar out forcing any more no Kwesi Pratt edin samatuja.
Okay, so what do you make of this?
Who is speaking?
Yes, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Are you sure it's Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia?
Yes. He's in the UK as we speak.
And he's saying those
Yeah,
things?
he's saying these, yes.
Under his watch?
Yes.
The cedi's value fell from 3 cedis 40 pesos to $1.
Yes.
To 16 cedis to $1.
Yes.
Does he know how to revive the cedi?
In fact, 17.
Thank you. So does he know how to revive the cedi? He was sitting there in power for 8 years, 8 long years. At the end of the 8 years, the value of the cedi was 17 to $1. What right has he got to be lecturing us about how to manage the value of the cedi? Given his experience, what right has he got to be lecturing us, to be giving us these lectures and so on? You see, these chaps, these politicians, look, what do they take us for? They think that we're all just a bunch of willows. He is giving us lectures on how to stabilize the cedi after his performance, the performance of his government. I can't believe it.
But you see, he says there was a seed that was sown some time back, 2 years ago. No, 2020, so that's about 3 years ago. The seed has germinated and is bearing fruit. The cedi has stabilized. The cedi is gaining strength over the major trading currencies. Why don't you credit me for this?
In the first month
yes.
of his assumption of the office,
yes.
is he not the same person who was telling us how he has arrested the cedi or the dollar and giving the key to IGP? Yes. You take these people serious? Master, do you take them serious? Let's be real. Do you take them serious? They should stop these lectures. I mean, we are fed up with these lectures. Master, listen. I know, and everybody who has been reading at least the newspaper should know, that the cedi has appreciated in value as a result of a multiplicity of factors. Sure. One of them was simply the trade war, which was started by Donald Trump. It had very huge consequences on the value of the dollar worldwide. Okay. Beyond that, there are other measures and so on. But be what it is. I mean, whatever it is. Yesterday, when I checked the price of the dollar, I think it was 12 point something cedis to $1 yesterday.
It's 12.4 today.
12.4 today.
Yes, if you want to buy the dollar.
That's a huge appreciation. Okay, it's a very huge appreciation. Everybody can see it. You understand? Everybody knows about the fact that the cedi's value is appreciating. You understand? I think we should leave it at that. There's some of the propaganda accompanying this strengthening of the cedi.
Kwesi Pratt say what more right and about me say ono so ebedin komo about dollar any cedi because NPP was in power for 8 years. Bawumia entimi anya hwe dollar no entimi anti ama from senye na ye si pano because we pick dollar no from 3 cedis and the call ya ko shoot 2 year 17 cedis and sa na shoot ya sa about 40.
It's absolutely nonsensical and will come back to hit those who are prosecuting this propaganda agenda. First of all, the impression is given that instantly prices will fall. Prices are not going to fall today or tomorrow. Okay? Because anybody who has studied elementary economics, elementary, I mean very elementary economics, knows about what is called the gestation period. So even if there's a deliberate policy measure, its effect is not felt immediately. And the gestation period differs from policy to policy, from policy measure to policy measure. It may take 6 months, it may take a year, and so on. Okay. So if you have studied elementary economics and you know about the gestation period for policies and so on, you don't jump on television and radio now, only a few weeks after the city started strengthening, to promise people that prices are going to fall. I was going to use a certain very strong word.
No, please don't. Please don't.
You understand? Because it's a display of ignorance. That's the mildest I can use. To be jumping from radio station and television station claiming that prices are going to fall. They are not going to fall anyway. And if you make these false promises, these promises which are not based on science, what you do is that you sow seeds of displeasure, disenchantment against the government. Because you're giving them new unrealistic expectations by which they are going to judge you. You understand? In any case, speak to the traders. Some of the goods in the market were imported a year ago, some 6 months ago, some 3 months ago. Do you expect these traders to reduce the prices and lose? So what is happening? What is happening to all these people? Besides that, the two dominant political parties claim that the policies they are following are market-oriented policies, free market policies. Is that not what they say?
Absolutely, yeah.
So prices are not determined on the basis of command. That's what you people say you are following.
Or control.
Yeah, or control. I mean, this is not a centrally planned economy. You're running a market system. Allow the market to decide. How are you jumping over all the place trying to determine prices when you say that you're running a free market system? I don't believe in the free market system. It doesn't work. It hasn't worked. Over the last 30 years, it hasn't worked. I don't believe in it. But you say you believe in it, and then we are jumping around, meeting traders association and so on, and urging them to reduce prices. Is that how prices fall? In the free market economy, is that how prices fall or rise? Hey, stop. Master, I hope that the next topic will be more edifying.
Okay, that's fine.
Tiano, any sema aye Kwesi Pratt, Ediamane, aye former vice president, aye Dr. Alhaji Mohamed Bawumia, ewo honom. Aha, aye Dowona TV chawadwen, ewo comment section.
It's absolutely nonsensical and will come back to hit those who are prosecuting this propaganda agenda. First of all, the impression is given that instantly prices will fall. Prices are not going to fall today or tomorrow. Okay? Because anybody who has studied elementary economics, elementary, I mean very elementary economics, knows about what is called the gestation period.